Today I'll be showing you my rogue deck. I think it runs a lot better since I've switched a couple of cards. I took out Gores for a card and switched my extra deck up a little bit. I think this version of my deck runs a lot better. And I hope you like the video. Let's get into the profiling. As for monsters, I run Dinotherium. I like this card when you have a tuner in hand or another level 4 monster. And you can special summon this from your hand, but you can only do it once per turn. But the only downside of this card is your opponent gets to pick a level 4 from his or her graveyard or even your graveyard. Kage Tokage for Xyz plays. Goblin, I like it when I have a tuner in hand and I can special summon it out in Synchro, or a level 4 monster and Xyz with it. It's really good. Summoner Monk, it's the same thing as Goblin, but Summoner Monk has where you spell and you can do it once per turn. Other than like Goblin, where you can only do it when it's normal summon. As for other monsters I run 2 Flame Swordsmen. Really good when you have a dead Crimson Blader in the graveyard. Just set this, let it get destroyed, banish it from your graveyard, special summon back out your Crimson Blader. Tusku Knight. Really good when I have no cards in hand, my opponent's about to attack me. I special summon this from the graveyard, but can only do it once per duel. I run Express Train Trolley Ollie. Really good for an Xyz play. I switched this with a Gores I had in here previously. The Gores wasn't doing too much, so I switched it with this, and this card is running a lot smoother than Gores. For tuners, for level 4 tuners anyway, I run 2 Vylon Prism. Really good when I bring out a Crimson Blader and I'm facing a Dragon Ruler deck. Equip it and negate their special summonings. Good when I have a bunch of synchros on field, don't summon it, attack away. Blackwing Kochi the Daybreaker. I use this card because it's a level 4 Dark Tuner monster with Dinotherium. When I've done this a couple of duels where I had both these guys in hand. I can special summon this out and normal summon that out and bring out Brizzle the demonic dragon. It's a really good play. Level 3 monsters I run Spirit Reaper. I like where he can be used for stall, or if your opponent's maybe even playing Ghost Trick, turn this into attack position and attack and pitch cards out of their hand all day. Crane for dead level 3 monsters. Marshmallow for stall and burn. Not a lot of people like Marshmallow, but I do. I run Gale the Whirlwind. I like the Blackwing tuners. I don't like the monster. I don't like the effects monsters per se, but I like the tuners cards they have. Gale the Whirlwind's really good when I have maybe a Crimson Blader on the field or a big beater monster. Just cut my opponent's monster's attack in half and attack with whatever whatever big monster I have on the field and attack. I like Blackwing. I also run a Blackwing Steam the Cloak. It's really good for Synchro Xyz play. Say if I have a Fiendish Chain, Spirit Reaper, or Marshmallow, and I have this in hand or engrave, and there's a token on the field, I can tribute that token, bring this back, and go into a Synchro or Xyz play, but the only downside is this can only be used for a Blackwing Synchro when it comes back from the grave. For level 2 monsters, I run Vylon Tetra. Helps me with my level 5 to 6 plays. or sometimes even level 8 plays if I have a Marshmallow and Crane on the field. Equip it to the monster, just negates them from being destroyed. For hand traps, I just run an Effect Veiler and BLS. For spells and traps, I run 3 MST for back row heavy decks. I run a Rhoda to add a warrior to my hand. Duality when I have dead draws. Sometimes I can maybe draw into a Marshmallow or a Spirit Reaper that way. Book of Moon to flip their big beater monster down to like if they have BLS, any big beater monster, flip it face down and attack over it. Fairy Meteor Crush is a good card to have. At one time I used to run a Dark Hole over this, but then I decided to try it out one time. This card's actually quite consistent when I equip it to Demonic Dragon, and where it can't be destroyed, and you equip it to this, you can attack for games sometimes with Fairy Meteor Crush. Soul Charge, I only run it at 1. A lot of people would like to run it at 3. 3 is too cloggy, but 1 is really good because you lose 1,000 life points for every monster you bring back. Say if you had 5 monsters you want to bring back, that's 5,000 life points and you have 3,000 left. Unless if they're playing upstarts and or they're trying to play a Nurse Burn where they play gift card. It's a trap card that gives you 3,000 I think life points added to you. This is only good to run at 1. Exeon Core, when they try to bring out a Ophion, anything that I really can't deal with, it sends it back to their extra deck, and all the monsters come back in defensive position, but 1 level lower. Scapegoat, I know not many people run Scapegoat, but I like to. Scapegoat helps me stall for games and other things, and it's good when I have leftover tokens and a tuner in my hand. I can synchro. Really good. As for traps, I run 1 trap stun for back row heavy decks again. 2 Mirror Force for people who play Soul Charge and other decks that can bring out a lot of monsters at once. Dimensional Prison, banish their monster. I like it. I also play a Blackhorn Heaven, negate their special summonings. When I like to negate their special summonings. I also run a Breakthrough Skill. Breakthrough Skill is really good. When they try to use Big Guy and it's set. It's like having another Effect Veiler, but it's a trap form. Really good. Compulse to compulse their monster back to hand or extra deck. Records to destroy their Xyz monster when they try to do the effect. Shadow Impulse. I like Shadow Impulse when I have a Stardust Dragon on the field and it gets Fiendish Chain and it gets destroyed. And this is set. I can special summon out my Brizzle, the Diabolic Dragon. It's a really good play. And 1 Wiretap to negate their trap cards. As for my extra deck, I run 1 Wind Up Zen Mains. Really good for like stalling. Number 20. Excuse me. I run number 20. I like when I have Diabolic Dragon on the field. Detach 1 material. And all the monsters currently on the field gain 300 attack points. I think it's really good. I run a Photon Thoperative. I like it when they try to play a marshmallow thing. They try to do a defensive play, and I bring this out, flip it face up, and attack. Got a Cowboy for burn. Black Ship of the Corn, number 50. I like it when they when I attack into maybe a marshmallow, and I can use this guy's effect to destroy the monster and give them 1,000 damage. I also run a number 82, where I do play a continuous spell card called Fairy Meteor Crush, and it's say if I've Brizzle the Diabolic Dragon. I can bring this out, and when Fairy Meteor Crush is equipped to a monster, bring this out and where they can attack this monster when a spell card's on the field. And I like the fact that you can detach material and attack for 2,000 points directly. It's really good. Number 32. I like to bring this out when they're playing or anything I can destroy. I have done it in a couple duels with this card. Attacked, detach, attack. It's really cool. Also have a Catastor. Also run Catastor. Catastor is really good when you're playing a non-dark deck. Say if you're playing against like Dragon Wars. It's really good to play against. It's really useful there, but if you're playing against Dark Worlds, this is a piece of crap, really. I run a powered Inzektron. Really good when you first bring it out and you special summon it, where it can't be destroyed by excuse me. Where it can't be destroyed by battle or card effect to turn its special summoned. That's a really cool effect. And it's also TCG exclusive, so that's also a bonus. Blackwing, Armored Wing. It's a good card. Since I run a lot of Blackwing tuners anyway, I thought I might as well just take these in. I like how it can do piercing damage. That's really cool. And that's about it. I like Blackwing, Armored Wing. Armored Master, my bad. I like this card when it attacks an opponent's monster and bring their you can put one counter on it and you can remove all the counters and their attack point becomes 0. That's really cool. Crimson Blader, negate Dragglers, anything like that. Angel of Zerot, Bottomless Trap Hold. Can't work on this card where if it's banished, next standby phase can bring back. And I like its effect when it gains 100 attack points for each banished monster. Really good against Dragon Rulers, where they banish a lot. It's a really good card. Stardust Dragon, negate their Dark Holes. Lightning, that Lightning Vortex card. Anything that could destroy my field, really good to have. And Brizzle, the Diabolic Dragon. This is a really beast card where it can't be destroyed by card effect or battle. And when you take damage from a card effect or with this card, you gain whatever damage you lost. Say if I attack a Marshmallow with this, I gain 1,000 attack points because I attacked into a Marshmallow. It's a really good card. Glad it came on the TCG. But a really good card. As for my extra deck, I run Skill Prisoner. Sometimes I like to side this in over Breakthrough Skill. Sorry about that. I also run a Trap Jammer. Trap Jammer is really good when they're trying to play a battle phase only trap card, and I side this in and negate it. Because not many people run Trap Jammer nowadays. They usually run like 7 Tools with a Bandit, Wiretap, Dark Bribe. But this is a really old school card. I really like it. I also run a Double Pastel. Sometimes when I have Excalibur on the field, I don't use its materials. And when this is face down, you take the attack points of the monster. I like it. When Excalibur has materials and I can attack for 4,000 directly the next turn. It's really good. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Pitch card. Bounce card back into their deck. Really good. For spells I run Double Summon. Sometimes this is really good when I have maybe 2 Flame Swordsmen, a Tusku Knight. Sorry. Extra gate. I like to side this in against Dragon Lords when I know they're about to play Star Eater. I can declare a level between 1 and 12, and they have to I think it's banish. I think it says. Yeah, they banish it, and they can't bring it back, so it's really good. Also run the Blue Mountain Motor Spy. I like it when I have Warrior plays, but it's not a really consistent card in the way the deck's built right now. So I'll keep it in my side deck for the off chance I side in another, or I side in my Big Belly Knight, or add a couple more warrior cards. I also run Gate Blocker. I especially like this card against burn decks, field spell card, like when a Madolche player or a Ghost Trick player tries to play their spell cards, set it when they attack into it, flip it when it's in defense mode. They can't add counters or do nothing. Really beast card. Big Belly Knight. I like this card when I have when I XE with it, and I have maybe a couple tokens left on the field. And there's one open space, and it's detached from XE's play. I could special summon a level 3 or lower monster from my hand. It's really good. I also run a Breaker, the Magical Warrior. Really good card. It's like having a 4th MST sometimes. It's a really good card. And for other cards I run in my extra deck, side deck, Hero Champion Excalibur. Really good for warrior type plays. Special summon it out. Attack for 4,000. Really good. Scrap Dragon. Now, I like Scrap Dragon when I have a bunch of tokens on the field. I can just pitch the tokens and blow up their field. Diamond Direwolf. I like this when I also have tokens on the field. Where I don't have to destroy Diamond Direwolf, I can just destroy my Beast Warrior tokens from Scapegoat. Or Beast type. Really good. I also run a Black Feathered Dark Revenge Dragon. Really good for like people who play Magic Cylinder and other stuff like that. Really good. And I also run a Tri-Edge Leviair. This card is really good. I've actually done it in a recent duel with a Yubel deck. I've brung this out, negated the effect of Yubel, and attacked over it. It's really cool. I like this card. If you like this video, please thumbs up it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.